this is not what I was planning on talking about this morning. But having said that, I also think this is so important that I have to talk about it because holy moly's, the times that are coming up, the politics, the world, this country, there is a threat coming, and there's way too many people holding open the door for that threat, and we need to talk about this. Bonjour. Mishko Pakanan Quain Edition Mungdo Dam. Hi everybody. My name is Sandy Boucher. I'm Red Thunderbolt Woman of the Loon Clan, a proud member of Seine River First Nation in Treaty 3 territory in Northern Ontario, Canada, and as an Indigenous woman, yeah, we're used to challenges. We're used to people not understanding us. We're used to people criticizing us for our passion or using the stereotype of the angry Indigenous people. We're used to it. But every now and then we sit back and we're looking at what quote unquote mainstream is doing, and it's, excuse the expression, it is scary AF. And I often, you know me, if you've been on my channel for any length of time, if you haven't, welcome. But if you have been here, you know that I ponder. I observe things. I try to figure out where is that coming from. And this morning, I think I tripped over something. So no surprise, I was watching an Ed Mylett video. Duh. I feed my garden. I take in inspirational things, motivational things to help me keep my energy up so I can help the people that I was put here to help. That just makes sense. I put gas in my gas tank kind of thing. We all know those people that are just depleting themselves, giving and giving and giving and never taking in time, and honestly, or never taking in energy or fuel. And honestly, the older I get, the more I see that that's not because of a love of service, that's because of low self-esteem. They're trying to prove their worth, and it's a treadmill that they can't get off of, and they're killing themselves. Stop and see the people that love you. Dare to stop and see those people. But I don't want to digress here. I was watching an Ed Mylett video, and a long one. I gotta admit, I'm doing it in 20-minute increments because that's how busy my day is. And today he was talking to, I don't know the guy's name, Dan something or other, Dan Gracia or something. I have definitely seen him before. Oh, it doesn't say his name. With different, he does a lot of work with Tony Robbins. So anyways, hadn't really heard from him before, so I was interested. And he said something, well, him and Ed said something that made me stop in my tracks like it always does. And it brought me back to that political conversation I was alluding to earlier. And what the phrase was energy is influence, and the highest energy wins. Energy is influence, the highest energy wins. And why that stopped me in my tracks, the first layer, I guess, was me on stage. I know what happens and I had, again, been pondering, why do I have so much more influence now than I did 10 years ago, 15 years ago when I started my career? I definitely had passion back then, but I didn't have energy. And I'm not talking about jumping around like a goofy person energy. I'm talking about conviction, the energy that goes into your words, the energy that keeps you up Like, now I know why I'm exhausted, why I come off stage, because I am at this level answering questions, doing everything I can to help people understand. I'm not judging or condemning, I am building bridges. And it's that energy that attracts them. I don't lose an audience. I can do a 7 hour virtual event, and at the end, people are going, how did 7 hours just go by? Like I wasn't bored at all. You kept my attention the whole time. Energy. The highest energy wins. And then I started thinking of Canadian politics. And I'm sorry, Justin is looking tired. Justin does not come across as passionate. I see it sometimes, but more often than not, he's like reacting, defending. And then you look at Polyev, and Polyev has energy. To be crystal clear here, I am in no way, shape, or form a PC. I am not a conservative. I think they are the threat to Canada. And if you're on this channel, there's no way you could be a PC unless you're totally missing the point of my channel. And what I'm talking about is assimilation. You know, the two sides of the feather, the thing that I fight for on a regular basis, that I have the right to be Indigenous and do and be the way I am on my side of the feather. And I will fight to the end the right for you to be you on your side of the feather. But look at Polyev's policies. Like already taking shots at Indigenous, threatening the freedoms of women, threatening LGBTQ. That's not feather teaching. That's more assimilation. That's you have to be like me. I don't want any policies that are going to benefit anyone but people like me. That's how Canada got into the mess in the first place. That's why we're talking Indigenous Canadian reconciliation, because a whole bunch of policies were implemented that only benefited the settlers, and to heck with the people they served or they'd harmed. And that's happening again. And we have to speak up about this. We have to bring our energy. I don't know what I'm gonna, and I'm not like diehard liberal, gonna like believe in everything he did. But you know what? Justin got us through a pandemic without starving. He chose that giving us money to be able to survive was more important than a deficit. And that's a human being I want to know. If you're going to put money before lives, if you're going to allow people to suffer because of money, I do not want to know you. I don't think I can be any more crystal clear than that. If you are, I'm Indigenous. If you're willing to destroy the air quality, the water, the land that we need to live on and thrive, like going after the green belt, Ford in Ontario, if you're going to do things like that, I do not want to know you, and I do not want you in power, because we need those things. PCs are incredibly short-sighted. I want to make money now. I want big bank accounts now. You can't eat money. So you keep destroying our field. You keep destroying the environment with the freaking oil fields. Come on. Why? Because that would change the amount of money coming into the Western provinces, and they don't want to do that. So we got to speak up, because what I am seeing, Indigenous, it's always been hard times for us. But it's about to become incredibly hard times for a lot of people outside of the stereotypical white successful male. And that's the PC party. Anyone that's going to put money before survival, because you do not need money to survive. You need food, you need clean air, you need clean water. Barter systems work. But if you are all about building your bank account and you don't care who, or you have for some reason, like, why are you telling LGBTQ, QIAP plus people what they can and cannot do? Unless you're sleeping with someone that belongs to that group, or you're a member of that group, what business is it of yours? And please, we're not going to go through the stereotypes of grooming children. Give me a break. Yes, there are young children that identify as either trans or gay. They know who they're attracted to. The fact that that upsets someone else is that other person's problem. We got to get way better at staying on our side of the feather, and we got to get way better at electing people that want to hold space for people that are not like them. Because if it's all just about you, then you are the problem. So, this weekend, we're going into the weekend now. I know what I'm going to do. As this was suggested in this video I was watching, I'm building a moat around myself. I'm speaking a lot less to negative people. I have zero interest in speaking to transphobic, homophobic people. If you want to be that kind of ugly, you do it away from me, because I'm protecting myself. I'm building my moat and building my energy because I have work to do. And the highest energy wins. And I will win. I will reconcile with people and help them to reconcile. But if all you care about is you, then you're not ready to come to the table. And I'm not ready to feed you. That's okay. It's the wall metaphor. All again, I'm dancing on the wall. I work with the people that are touching the wall and want to get on the wall. They just need information they want to understand. But on both sides, there are people so far away from the freaking wall that they think my air is a waste of space. And they want to control what I do. I am not going to waste my time trying to work with them because they're not ready to hear me. But I'm sure as heck going to do everything in my power to make sure they don't knock me off the wall. And they don't stop me from helping more people to understand. It's what we got to do because Canada, scary times are coming. If you really want to elect a Trump light, then you're going to pay for it. And I'm going to do my best to make sure we don't all pay for it because scary times are coming. That's not hide under your bed incentive. That's feed your need, build your moats, and bring your energy. Because we got a fight ahead of us. Until next week, I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.